You and I, we are the solution to America's problems. You want to know how to make a difference? I'm going to tell you how to make a difference between this video and the next two videos. You are going to learn a lot of ways that are going to make a difference in America. The government can only do so much, and we depend on the government. We want them to come in and fix it. Well, they didn't do such a hot job up until now, and they're trying to turn it around, but it didn't happen overnight, so it ain't going to fix overnight. And even if it does get fixed, how is that going to change if you don't change, if I don't change, if we don't start making the difference? By helping our communities. It's not our government's job to help our communities, it's ours. Even if you're not a Christian, you believe in helping others. You believe in giving and getting back. You know how that works it's a law that God put into place, but some people don't believe that. Some people believe it's just a law of the universe. But however you believe it, you know that it's a magnet. If you give out, you get back. That's the way it always works. It is a law of the world. God's law, God's of the universe's law, however you want to look at it, that's how it works. Give and get back. It's a magnet. It's a circle of giving that never ends. And we have gotten away from that, honestly. We don't help our neighbors, and we need to. If we were to start taking care of our communities, start providing warmth to our community that is homeless, because they are still a part of your community, whether they have a house or not. They're a community. They're part of your community, and they just get ignored. And you got stuff in your closet that you could give them that would help them. Every person did that, there'd be no need for them to be cold. You have extra food in your house, help a neighbor. You have an extra couple of dollars and someone else is in desperate need, help them without return, without them having to return it, and let the law of return come back to you. Start helping where help is needed. There are single mothers struggling. There are single fathers struggling. There are elderly people struggling. There are family members struggling. There are community people out there struggling. Not all homeless people are adults. I don't think people realize that. A good portion of our homeless people are children. There are so many things that we could do to help others, and we don't do it. So we need to start helping. You say, well, I don't have the money. Okay, start pinching pennies. Not because you need it, but because it's right. Because you live on too much anyway. We live on excess. We do. It's okay to have a little bit of excess, but in the extent that Americans have taken excess, it's overboard. We have to have the best of everything, when a slightly used one does just the same thing. Or a knockoff brand does exactly the same thing. We shop at stores that are convenient, the bigger stores. Buy online, cut out the middleman. Buy American, buy local. Go to your farmers markets, your vegetable stands, your farm stands, cottage kitchens, your smaller restaurants, your small businesses. Buy your meat from butcher houses. You don't know what a butcher house is? A lot of people call it a slaughterhouse. They have meat that they sell, and it's from smaller ranchers, smaller farms, and it's USDA, and it is all natural. You don't have to worry about additives being handed in your meat. You say it's a little more expensive. Yeah, it is a little more expensive sometimes. But the more people buy it, the less expensive it'll get. And you know what you're getting to eat. And if you save a little bit of money here and a little bit of money there, that adds up and you can afford to take that extra cost. Switch some things around. We don't realize that having certain things in your pantry like flour and sugar and eggs and milk and baking soda and baking powder will lead to most of your foods. Will make most of your foods, and yet we go to a store, buy a box, taking our time out to go buy this box. Then you bring it home, you read the instructions, and you follow add the extra ingredients, and you just wasted your time when you could have been just taking it out of your cabinet and making it right there. No additives, no preservatives. Right there, convenient. Took you less time to make it than it did to take you into town and get it and then make it. These are things that most people don't even realize that they're doing. And these things add up to changing our world. If we can't make it on less, then no matter what the government does, it's not going to fix us. It's not. Our ancestors, your grandmothers, your great-grandmothers, your great-grandfathers, they all lived on less. They didn't have this modern convenience. They baked a cake out of ingredients out of their fridge or their pantry. They made homemade. People gathered together and ate together. These are things that we take advantage of. We take advantage of these conveniences, and then it takes advantage of us. You think you're getting it because at a good price, and really you're not. Really you're not. For example, if you were to make the same thing as your pancake mix, you buy it in a box, you pay $4 to $7 for it in a box, it costs you $1.50 to make for a family of 4. You just saved yourself some money. That $1.50, and along with all the other places that you cut money out of convenience, you've added up some of your money. You say, I work all the time. I don't have time for this. You got to cook. You cook on your days off. Put it in the freezer. That way you got meals in minutes. All you got to do is stick it in the microwave. Not that hard. Frozen dinner. Convenient. You don't have to drive nowhere to get it. And you saved a few dollars. These are things that we can do. These are things that we absolutely can do. Help your neighbors. If we're helping each other, we don't need no outside help to help. When someone is in need, if we go and help them, we don't need no outside help to help them. People think, well, that's my church's business. They need to worry about that, but the churches aren't. And they got the ones that are have their hands full and are not able to meet the needs. The needs are so much greater than what we ever thought they would ever be. Because we've gotten passive, because we've gotten used to convenience, because we've gotten like spoiled children. I want it, I need more. Because we're too lazy to make it ourselves. We're too lazy to learn how. These are things that we can change as Americans. When we start changing these things and we start taking care of ourselves instead of looking to outside help, instead of looking for the world to rescue us, instead of looking for the government to rescue us, and we start reaching out and rescuing each other, there'll be no need for outside help. There'll be no need for the government to fix us. And they can do their thing, and we would be limited, no longer limited by the government, because we're doing it ourselves, providing for ourselves. The same thing that our ancestors did. Same thing. I have more to talk about. Talk to you later. Subscribe, like, and share.